Okay, today we're going to do the head and the arms, and if we got time we'll do some little painting on the helmet here too. So let's take her all apart. Take him all apart. Get that left off there. Still haven't glued that arm on yet. I've already wet my pieces. So the first thing I'm going to do is mix up some flesh color. I want that one. Let's see, where are you? Red iron oxide first. Just better shake it up. Squeeze out a little there. Yellow ochre. Okay. On my brush here. It's about equal parts. Holy cow, my brush is going apart. Boy, I hate to see that, because these are good brushes. And I'll rinse my brush out. And that brush needs a good clean. I'm going to switch brushes. Alright, let's get some of this color here. Mix me up some more here. I'm not really worried about slopping this color over on the other areas here, like his wristband there, because it's going to be painted a darker color. I think you need to watch this. I'll come back later when I'm done with all this initial coloring, and then we'll give it some highlights. Okay, I've got the initial color painted on the face here. What I'm going to do now is just put more red iron oxide with my paint as I deepen the color of the nose. Right up his bridge there. You don't want to do this all at one time, or you'll get too much color on there. And it won't look good. And as you're putting the color on, you want to gradually put more and more and more right here on the end of the nose, because that's what catches the sun the most. looks good. Now we're going to put some out here on the edge of his eye, his cheek. Blend that in. That's good. Now to finish it off, I need my favorite blue color, midnight blue here. Doesn't take much, just a drop. A different brush here. And we'll just paint his lower eye right here. See how that blue paint settles down into that eye slit? That's exactly what we want. And you can increase that just by getting your brush loaded and just touching that little crack, and it'll draw it right up in there. See how it did that? See, it drew it up into that slit and also down in here in this corner, which really sets off that whole eye. So we'll do the same thing right here. Just touch it there. As long as you've got quite a bit of water in your brush, it'll just crawl right up in there. See, just like that. And that's exactly what we want. Put a little more red on his nose there. Looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to give him a red beard. And how are we going to do that? Well, the first thing we're going to do is paint this real rich brown color, asphaltum again. And this will be the underpaint. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing we did down here. We're going to paint a darker color, and then we're going to come back over it with a brighter color, but we want that darker color down into the lower parts of the beard to make it stand out, okay? So I'll go ahead and put on this first color, and we'll come back and do the heavier color. Okay, got our brown all painted. It's looking pretty good already, isn't it? Alright, so now we're going to give his beard an orange color. Now I've got some orange here, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use my red oxide and my yellow that I have squeezed out here. Those red-haired people aren't really red-haired, they're more of a rusty orange color. So there I've got that color. And I'm going to find me a dry brush. It's in there. Ooh, the only one I got is this big sucker. And like we did down there on the armor, we just want to hit the top of it. That doesn't show up at all, does it? And then there we go. Best laid plans. I think what we have to do is we have to put a light color on and then come back and put a darker color over the top of it. So basically what we're doing is underpainting twice. I'm not going to paint up in here where the mustache meets the beard. I want that left dark. And I really don't want to paint there where the beard meets the chest and where it goes into the face. I still want that shadow effect there. There we go. I'm liking this little fellow more and more. Maybe if I came from Minnesota, I'd go into the Viking painting business, but I don't live in Minnesota. But if some of you guys live up there, or girls live up there in Minnesota, and you start selling these things by the gross, which I'm sure you probably could, don't forget poor little me down here in Oklahoma. You owe me. You should give me a little percentage of your sales for making you rich and famous. Only kidding. See, I'm just gradually building this up more and more and more and more color until I get almost solid yellow. But I don't want to do it all at one time because that would make a problem, I think. Get this hair down there closer to the curve of his hair right here more than up around it where it goes into the helmet, because that'll create a nice shading effect like that. Almost there. Now let's get Judy just dropped my camera, it sounded good. Now I'm going to put some red iron oxide over the top of that there. See how it picks up the orange now, where before it wouldn't? And again, we don't want a lot, we just want a little, because we just want a rusty appearance to his beard. Don't matter, don't hurt to let a little that yellow show through. Everybody has highlights in their hair. You never know, he might have been down to see Olga in the beauty shop and a little tint job done on his ear. Oh, he's looking good. Let's put some more here in front. Oh, it's really showing up now, isn't it? like that. And put a little more right here underneath this. Tone that down there. I think we're just about there. Got a little too much on there one time, got a little on his ear. Again, you want to keep this brush dry. Now right down here where it kind of curves out, I'm going to put just a little yellow highlight. Not much, just a little. Same thing up front here. That looks good. Looks good. All right. Okay, now on to this helmet. Take a break here and clean my brushes out because I had a lot of color in these brushes. I probably showed you this before, but when you get a dirty brush like this, you know, it looks like I didn't clean it out too well and went and threw it down and forgot about it or something. But anyway, it's not ruined, it's salvageable. Go up and get your hairspray, either yours or your wife's, either one. Spray out some, it'll pool. Take your brush and just roll it around in there. Look at all that color come out of it. Now that soap, I washed it in that soap, brush soap, and it wouldn't take that out, but look here. Look, it's just cleaning it, just clean as a whistle. And this is how you can make your brushes last a long, long time. There's that one. Like that one I had earlier that was falling apart. You know, the handle might come loose, but the hair in the brush is still good. It's going to last a long, long time. Looks like I got to go wash my hand here. Look at all that gunk that was in this brush. And hairspray is the best thing in the world for cleaning. You don't want to do that to it. You just want to sit there and roll it back and forth, and it'll get all that crud from clear up here in the where the brush hits the ferrule and give you a nice clean brush again. And then just rinse her out. Reform it, and there you've got a nice clean brush again. What's this brush here that was loose? See there, I'll shoot some super glue down in there once this thing dries and almost have me a new brush again. Alright. Okay, let's go on here now for his helmet. Alright, we're going to be working with silver. We're going to be working with black. Some blue, some of that midnight blue. Don't take much. And some brown. Use this brown again. I'll use my super clean brush. So let's start. Silvers are, well, let's see. We want sort of a rusty silver color, just like down in here. And we're going to have a darker color up here and a lighter color here. So let's just first mix our basic color here. Some blue into it. Some brown in there. And put some black in there. And that looks like a good color further around. Don't matter so much if you get some on the upper part, but be careful down around the face. And we're going to tone this down even farther as we go along. Just put on the initial color here. Doesn't really matter if you get it on the horns either, because they're going to be a darker color. Oop, that's in the ear. You work real fast with the brush, you can just sort of erase that color if you happen to slop it over all area. Alright, now let's see if we can't tone that down a bit. If I take my brush and I lay it right here in the middle and then kind of spread it out like that and drag it right across there, that's going to give me a bridge above and below that's lighter, which will hopefully look good. Okay, now let's paint. Get it real. Good, so now I'm going to take a little silver, put it right up here on the top, and then just kind of stipple it down, just to give it a highlight up there. It needs to be a little darker here in front. Looks good, looks good. And just for a little more color, take some of this sandstone, just a real light tan. Needs something there. All right. Now, take straight black. These horns. You can see while I had the brown out, I went ahead and painted the armbands. And we're getting, I think our video is getting kind of long, so I'm going to have to stop here in a second. Let me go ahead and paint the horns, and then we'll come back and finish this out for this thing. Okay, I've got his horns painted black, so now I'm taking some more of that sandstone color, and I'm just going to start up here at the top of the horn. rinse out my brush, squeeze all the water out of it, and then just kind of mix those two together, right there where they join. Okay if the color's kind of uneven, it just makes it look better. And I think we'd better quit. Now we still have a lot of decoration to do up here on his helmet. You know, we got to put some studs and stuff up there, or simulate studs and things. But he is starting to look pretty slick, I think. I know when you wet things painting like I do, things have a tendency to swell and then shrink. Okay, there we go. Still haven't come up with a design yet for the flag. I'm working on it. So anyway, we're getting there. He's looking better and better and better. And like I say, we've kept all our colors real muted. You know, there's no real straight colors on there. And that's why he's looking so good. He just looks natural. So until next time, I'll talk to you later.